What's up, brother? I wanted to make this video tonight to talk you through pretty much how my life changed in the past literally week, and how it'll change your life as well. This story, 100%, I guarantee you wholeheartedly with my whole heart, I know this will change your life as well if you allow it to, and I'm not going to waste your time. But basically, we're going to have a seat and I'm going to talk to you. I have so much confidence that this will change your life, because about a week ago it felt like I almost died. Like genuinely felt like I died. Right? So basically the story goes is I've been meditating a lot lately, and genuinely with my whole heart it has changed my life. I was angry, frustrated, sad, anxious, stressed about the whole world, blaming everyone else, but that's a story for another day. Basically that morning I meditated, really good in-depth meditation, right? Everything was just flowing, life felt incredible. Afterwards I pretty much felt like I was ready to run through a brick wall. And as the day progressed and continued, I was just on such a high frequency, such a high level. You know, when everything just seems to be going right in your life. You know those days, it's a beautiful, sunny, hot day, you know, everything in your life's just going absolutely incredible. It was basically that exact same thing. So after that, after the meditation, someone's been helping me out, specifically with the meditation. And originally he was helping me out for free, but I just felt the urge, I felt the need, I felt the message from God within me to send him some money, right? And I said I would, and I'm a man of my word. And basically, after that, I remember sitting there about to send the money, and my frequency, my mindset was just at like, oh my God, I do not want to send this money whatsoever. Right? I remember just sitting there being like, you know, when you got to pay a bill, something like that, and it just, like, I did not want to pay the money whatsoever, because I've been stuck in that whole mindset of like, you know, always worried about money, always stressed about money. But that's sort of where everything progressively started to shift, right? In that moment, I caught myself, right? So start thinking to yourself throughout the day, whenever you feel stressed, anxious about anything really, but start to think, like, catch yourself in those moments. And basically, in that moment, literally, I was like, why? Why would I not want him to help more people? Why would I not want to give him money? And my exact words were literally, because he loves these Gorilla Mind, these drinks. My exact words in my head were, why would I not want him to buy more Gorilla Minds so he can meditate more, so he can help more people, so he can spread the message of God like he's trying to spread, like he is spreading? Why would I not want to help him? And in that moment, I felt a whoosh of gratitude, fulfillment. And that was really where it all kicked off. And as I clicked to send that money, next time you send a bill, just think about it in your head. Ask yourself how you're sending that money out. Because I guarantee you, when it comes back, you'll feel the impact compared to how you've been sending it out now. But in that moment, like I said, I felt a whole ton of gratitude, a whole ton of fulfillment. Basically. Anyway, from there, my laptop died. Right, phone died. Alright, I'll go on the treadmill while they charge. When they were charging on the treadmill, literally, I remember I don't think I've ever felt better. And it sounds arrogant, sounds cocky, sounds very egotistical. But when I was on the treadmill, all my mind was saying was, I'm the fucking man, nothing can stop me. I felt genuinely like a god, and God's within you. So technically, in that moment, I was genuinely feeling like God. And anyway, basically, everything was just clicking. Frequency was through the roof. Love, gratitude, life was just absolutely dialed, absolutely incredible. Like, I couldn't believe it. And afterwards, I went and had a sauna. And in the sauna, I remember, like, normally I would feel stress or use the sauna to get rid of any anxiety, stress, things like that. But afterwards, in the sauna, I thought I felt stress, but it was just genuine excitement. I remember sitting in there just like could not sit still, like literally fidgeting, like holy damn crap, holy shit. And you know, it was genuinely something that I'd never ever experienced before. it was like nothing could go wrong, right? And afterwards, I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna keep making YouTube videos. I got a whole heap of ideas for content, things like that for you guys. And afterwards, I was like, alright, I'll get in the cold plunge and then I'll make some YouTube videos. But in the cold plunge, that's where everything starts. And this is a good part of the story. Basically, after that, in the cold plunge, I was like, alright, I'll count down from 5 minutes, right? Pretty fucking cold plunge, but I just like to do the cold. Basically, when I was in there, the first 3 minutes I just felt really stressed, really tight, really anxious, just like didn't want to let go, just my muscles were tense, things like that when I was in that cold plunge. And it took about 4 minutes in the cold plunge for me to finally release, for me to finally let go. You know, when you hit the pillow at night and you've had a long day and you just feel stressed, you feel anxious, and you just sit down, or you finally hit the pillow in bed. It was basically exactly like that when I was sitting in the cold plunge about 4 minutes in, right? And when that finally happened in my head, I let go of not just my muscle, not just the tension within me, on the physical plane, on my muscle. No. When I let go, everything let go. My mind, my heart, my soul. Nothing felt real, yet everything felt real at the exact same time. And in that moment, white lights just flashed straight across my eyes, like a strobe light. Literally. Felt like I was being reborn again, right? And I remember specifically thinking to myself, I've been trying to let God into my life before that. I've been trying to allow Him into my life because I've always been someone that said, I'll just do it on my own, I can do it on my own, I can do it on my own. I tried and tried. Bang my head against the wall, until I finally realized I couldn't. For the weeks prior, I was trying to let Him into my life. But in that moment, everything finally clicked. The world felt like it was nothing yet everything at the same time. And it felt like I was being reborn again and seeing the other side. When that white light flashed across my eyes, it felt scary. I was afraid at the exact same time, but all I also felt was a ton of gratitude. All that came through my mind in that period of time was literally my mum, my dad, my 2 beautiful sisters, my niece, all these people that I love and cared about, but I also had issues with. Like Mum, she was an alcoholic, but in that moment, none of it, I let it all go. Anything negative in my life, anything bad in my life, I'd finally let go of it all. All my past sins of drinking, of drugs, of all these things that I'd done in my life. In that moment, I just felt this gush of freedom and peace within, because that's where it comes from. Literally, sitting there, so damn grateful for every single solitary damn thing that I went through, that I got to go through. The drinking, the drugs, failing college, knee surgeries, growing up with Mum the way she was, all of it, I just felt this pull of gratitude, this pull of love, this pull of fulfillment for life, because that's what shapes you. Your story shapes who you are. Your story shapes who you are to this point, which you can use in your life now to create the life that you want to create now. Right, and I say now because every single reality that you want to create, that's in your head, that dream, that life that you think about, it is within you, because God is within you and God is infinite. And that's what I came to understand in that very, very damn moment when I felt like I was being reborn again, when I felt like I was dying, yet living again. Like I'd given myself finally the permission to just become whoever the fuck I want. And you can do the exact same thing. Man, I cannot explain I can, and I will, because I can. But the emotions that I felt in that moment was something that I'd never ever felt before. The joy, gratitude, fulfillment for, like I said, all my family members, and for two of my best friends, Ryan Holger and Sam Kendall. I love you guys. And Danielle Beebe is also, she was in there as well. And then for my metaphysical coach, Andreas Lifts, and then my testosterone coach as well, Jake Rack. But anyway, all these people just rushed through my head. It was just gratitude, 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 fulfillment, you know? And I can't even explain how damn good it felt to finally let go. You know, all the problems that I had had with my stepmom, all those, I let go of that as well. Just in that moment, nothing felt real, yet everything felt so damn real at the exact same time. And as I counted down the last 90 seconds, that's how long it lasted, at least in my head at that time. Nothing mattered. All I wanted to do was say thank you to everyone that had ever impacted me massively in my life. Because the ultimate form of self-love is being grateful for the life that you've been given right fucking now, no matter the scenario, no matter the situation, no matter what you're going through, no matter the pain, the struggle, the difficulty, no matter what it is that you're going through right now. The ultimate form of self-love, everyone says discipline, but I disagree. I think it's gratitude for the scenario that you're in right now, because the scenario that you're in right now is shaping you to who you are becoming, and who you are becoming is within you right now. That is the whole point of exactly what you're going through, brother. Every single solitary thing right now that you're going through is for that exact reason, for you to become who you know you can become. And that is your choice, because you can become that person right now. There is a version of you that can feel the love, the gratitude, the joy of life at all times, no matter what scenario you're in. Because pain is there so you can feel the pleasure, so you can feel it within you. Because everything is internal. You fix the internal, the external follows. I promise you. I promise you. Man. But afterwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I remember counting it down. I remember feeling so frozen, getting out, tucking my head under as I normally do afterwards. I remember just feeling like nothing was real when I was getting out, walking to the shower. Everything felt cold. Everything felt like it was nothing at the same time. And I remember just thinking, oh, I gotta get to the shower. Everything just, what's the word? Everything just did not. I was in shock. Walking to the shower, put the shower on. Felt the water. It felt warm, but then I felt cold. It was like a contrast of life, where there's the highs and the lows, there's the ups and the downs. When I put that shower on and it was hot, and I was just freezing cold, I could feel it. And it's like when you're trying to overcome any problem going on in your life, you have to go through and you can see the light, you can see the other side, you can see everything, you can feel it. But you have to get through that middle phase to get to that other side. That's exactly what it felt like when I was in that shower and I could feel the hot on my cold, when it felt like I was dying, when felt like I was being reborn. I felt it within me when I realized the warm water was hitting me, but I was cold. I knew I had to get through to that other side, and I knew I could. But at the same time, I felt peace. And as I looked up at the mirror, I walked over to the sink and I put my hand on it. I remember looking at myself dead in the eyes in the mirror, shaking my head, trying to wake myself up, bring myself back to consciousness. And in that very, very damn moment, I remember thinking to myself, is this really it? With my whole heart, I remember thinking I was dying. I remember in my head. And I was afraid. I was scared. I was worried. But at the same time, I felt eternal peace. I felt eternal life. I saw what it was like to know and see the other side, to know that life never ends. That God is there in your life. That He is with you, regardless. And when I realized that there is infinite life because God is infinite, in that very moment, I felt worried, I felt afraid, I felt scared, but I also felt eternal peace in my heart, knowing that there was another side, and there is another side. And as that happened, someone walked in the door by the name of Rohan, and he saved my life. He put his hand on my arm, my shoulder, and he asked me, am I okay? And I honestly am the type of person that would say no. That would say, yeah, I'm fine. In that moment, I just said, no, I'm not. I genuinely needed help. Put his arm on me, helped me breathing. I remember he was breathing with me. I remember feeling so at peace and so thankful and so grateful that he was there. Breathing with me. And he brought me back to consciousness, but he went to get me some water, and in that moment, I remember I couldn't fucking breathe again. I forgot how to breathe again. Then he came back, and he put his arm on me again, and was helping me breathe. And from there, for about an hour, he sat with me. We went through the hot sauna, things like that. Everyone was asking me, do I need to go to a doctor? Do I need to go to hospital? And the honest answer was no, because I knew in my heart that God was there with me. I knew in my heart, in my mind, and in my body, and my spirit, and everything, that even if I did die, that everything would be okay. Because life continues. And in that moment, I felt eternal peace, eternal gratitude for the life that I had been given, for the life that previously I'd been so ungrateful for. But in that moment, I was reborn again. I felt everything within me. Because everything is within, like I said. Everything in your life is just a mirror. Everything's a reflection of who you are. If you're not where you want to be, that's okay, but it's not okay to fucking stay there, and that's what I realized. I realized that every stress, every anxiety, everything that we go through is just a reflection of how we're feeling, of our thoughts that we're having in our life, and it's nothing more than that, because it's nothing more than a representation of who we are. Man, when you go to change, the only thing between you and where you want to go is time. The only thing between you and who you want to become is time. That's it. You can create the reality. You can have every single solitary thing that you want. And in my mind, I have everything that I want. Why? Because I have God, because I have eternal peace, because I have my mom, I have my father, I have my two beautiful sisters, I have my niece, I have the beautiful wife, the beautiful two children that I'm going to have when I'm older. Theodore, and I believe Isabel. I have everything that I need, that I want, that I'll get. Have the money, have everything. In my mind, mentally. Why? Because life is eternal. Because God is infinite. And if God is in you, which He is, you are infinite. All the ideas, all those random things that pop into your head, they are there, and you wonder where they came from. Guess what? You have infinite within you, within here. You are infinite. Because you have God in you. And it's hard to accept it, or at least I found it difficult to accept that as men sometimes we need help, sometimes that we need more than just ourselves. But in reality, it is just yourself, because God is within you. I'm not saying a certain God, I'm not saying a certain thing, but a higher power is within you. And the moment that you tap into that and understand, which you will, which you can, which you have, everything will turn out just the way that you want it, just the way it was destined to be for you. I believe it with my whole fucking heart that you got given a gift, that you got given a dream, that you got given something that you want to chase, that you want your life to be like, that you have in your mind, that you have in your heart, that no one else has, that no one else can take away from you. I believe that you have it within you because you also have God, you have a higher power. You did not get given that dream for no fucking reason. You got given it because you have it that no one else has, through the experiences, through everything that you've been through. No one can take away your experiences. No one can take away what you went through. What you went through. No one can take that away from you. The only person that can decide what they do with that is you. Brother, you have the choice. You have the opportunity to use that and grab it. Empower yourself with the hand of God and walk the path with Him. You can choose the life. You can choose the dream. You can choose the amount of money that you want to make. It does not matter. Whatever it is that you want, you can fucking have it. I believe that with my whole eternal heart. I hope this video, I know this video, changed your life. Because it sure as shit changed mine. Be grateful. Build the physique, build the mind, build the soul, build your spiritual relationship with whatever God you choose to believe in, whatever gives you the most peace, whatever gives you the most eternal life, whatever you choose to believe, that is what will occur in your life. Live the dream, chase the goal, build your mindset, build your spirit, and build your physique. Mental, spiritual, and physical. 3 planes of existence. I love you, brother. Thank you for watching.